Alrighty, welcome one, welcome all to the first episode in my Mount&Blade Warband Let's Play series. So, today we're just going to start off with creating our character and getting some foundation as well. I'm going to be talking about some of my hopes and expectations for Mount&Blade Bannerlord, which was released a couple months, 2012 I actually believe it was originally released, but we're finally starting to get some more information on it. So, let's get started here. So, I'm going to be male just because I am a male. Let's have a bit harder of a game. I'm going to be a hunter, and then I became a page. And then, you know what, let's go a squire after that, just because it gives you a bit better start off. And I lost a level one. Become an adventurer and ride to my destiny. So, enter my name. That's good enough. Up my intelligence, because I'm pretty dumb. Leadership's good. Riding is good. How about upgrade horse archery, upgrade the power draw bit, iron flesh as well, and prisoner management trades, and let's go pathfinding. And where else am I lacking? Not really lacking anywhere, so let's just up my one-handed weapons because that's what I use for the mainstay part of for the first part of the game. Alright, so create my character, and I have just kind of a default setting I go with. Kind of looks like me, I guess. Second, find the hair. Hair's pretty cool. Alright, so that's my character. We'll just leave it simple like that. You know what? Where do I want to go? I'm going to go to Swadia. So Swadia, whatever. Alright, so this is just the intro. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure lots of other Let's Plays show you that, but I just want to get started here and dive right into the world of Mount&Blade Warband. So for those of you who don't know, Mount&Blade is a series that's all about pretty much creating yourself a medieval backdrop. Oh, that was actually really cool. It was just like movie stab bullet. But anyways, so you create yourself, you hire troops, you go on adventures, and there's a really big modding database, so I might do a TLD series, the Last Days mod, which is the Lord of the Rings mod for this game, in a couple of weeks, depending on how stuff goes. Alright, so the Merchant of Britain. Now let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because all of the fighting in the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of it. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from here, a prominent house, out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have become. Had you no such excuse? He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I cannot have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about it, ransom, but I don't care to pay it. I'm not going to be interested, I'm not doing it. Alright, so let's just get started. Let's jump into the world of Calradia. So right here we're starting off in Swadia, which is kind of, I don't know, I'd say not German, but I'm going to get lots of flack in the comments if I get any views for this, but I would have to say it's kind of your classical Middle Age. They wear gambesons and plate armor and other items such as that. They use mounted knights to their advantage. So Swadia's kind of the territories we're starting off. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hire some troops. Let's go recruit some volunteers from this village. So I have 5 Swadian volunteers. I'll recruit them. Now I have some soldiers under me, but I have to pay them every month, so I got to make sure that I'm defeating enemies. So, you know what? That's probably the toughest part of the game for me, is once you run out of kind of like looters and stuff to kill, it gets really, really dull. Unless you're a bandit and you prey on the weak, which is kind of a dick move. But, you know, who am I to judge? So anyways, so yeah, so this is the general... I find you. Alrighty, so first battle, what do you want? Surrender or die. Alright, so we're going to charge the enemy. But yeah, so, a game that's going to be a lot like this, which I would recommend for anyone who's got a high enough system. My system's not that good. I'm saving up to get an Alienware 51 after, you know, I get a vehicle, which I kind of need. So anyways, I'm saving up for an Alienware Area 51, and then I'll start playing Die Kingdom Come Divergence when it comes out, which looks like an awesome game. It's pretty much Skyrim meets Mount&Blade. It's fully open world. It's got some Dragon Age elements and Mass Effect elements in the choices you make in the game really affect how much you have an impact on the world, is what I'm trying to say. And it looks really fun. You can be part of massive battles, and I'm really excited for the game. I also really want to get medieval engineers, and if I do, I will definitely have a video up for that. Additionally though, yeah, but I guess the main topic here is going to be Mount&Blade Bannerlord, which was released, for those of you who don't know, in 2012. Just look it up on the internet and it's right there. So anyways, Mount&Blade Bannerlord is going to be set a few hundred years before the events of Mount&BladeWarband, which is the game I'm playing right now. And anyways, from the architectural design, it looks like it's taking a late Roman Empire viewpoint from some of the armors that are available and stuff, which I would really like to see, because it's a really interesting time period, and be able to hire some of the late Western Empire units, and possibly some of the late Eastern, not the late, the Eastern Roman Empire lasted forever, but, well, forever. Anyways, so I would love to be able to see that, and like they said, if you read into the backstory of this, there was a Calridian Empire, I believe, who ruled over the lands for many years, but eventually fell due to internal strife, which is pretty much the story of Rome when you think about it. So I'm really excited to see the new time period that they're going to bring up with this. Another thing I'm really hoping we get to see is get rid of the overworld map. Like that map I was just on, get rid of that and have it you march beside your troops. When you come up to a town, you get the feeling of walking through the town streets, which, I mean, it should be an option, I think, for anyone who wants it, because that's one of my favorite parts. I'm kind of weird that way, is I love watching armies march off to war. Like when I play Total War, that's why I'm done with these, is because I like to line them up and watch them march, because that's really cool to watch. But anyways, I'd love to see that. And then so ambushes would feel really frantic as you try to get your troops in order and stuff like that. And be able to ride up on a cliff and watch your men march away. I think it'd be a really cool mechanic to add to the game. So I really hope they implement that somewhere along the way. We win. Yay. Alright, so let's capture them. We can sell them in town later. You see, you upgrade your troops from this screen, and you can access the screen from the map. So anyway, so my troops are upgraded there. And got some stuff, so we'll loot only the good stuff, because I don't need crappy stuff. I don't take a butchering knife with me, just cause. Just because I don't have a third weapon yet. Alrighty, so. There we go. We've won a couple battles so far, but let's keep heading to Elberl, which is just another random village. But the really cool addition to Warband was being able to found your own kingdom. And once you found your own kingdom, you become a king, and you can and the followers you recruit along your travels can come and join you on your adventures, right? And then you can upgrade them to be vassals. You can convince lords of other kingdoms to come and join you, and it's really, really awesome. Yeah, so like another big thing I'm hoping for is just, like I said, like the late Western Roman Empire armor types. That'll be really awesome. So just give me a second. I'm just going to change my brightness, I think, because I can't see anything, so you guys can't see anything. Gamma. I'll up that just a bit and see if it works. Okay, it's a bit brighter, but let's head back to Craven and see if we can find a slave trader to trade off all of my captured victims. Right after I kill these looters. So follow them, chase them down, cut them up. Alrighty, surrender or die. See, like, and I'm really excited to also see the more refined combat system, and I really hope that they up the first-person mode a bit, because I don't really use first-person mode as much as some people do, and so yeah. But I'm hoping also for more tactics, right, like shield walls, and if it's late Roman Empire, maybe have some early Roman Empire units available so you can form testudos, which would be really cool. But yeah, so that's really awesome. But then, yeah, my main hope for the next game. Also, I'd like an option where you could colonize your own village, so you can stop from the camp menu. You can start your own village and watch it grow into a town, and kind of implement some of the Total War stuff, like especially in like troop training and stuff like that. Have menus when you come to your town that allow you to train troops, because this is fine when you're small, but when you become more advanced, hiring troops is a pain in the ass. Bit of a drop in the frame rate there for some reason, but... So anyways, yeah, I'd love to see a troop training menu such as that. It would work really well. It'd make the game a bit more smooth to play, and like especially like have a bit more differences in difficulty settings. Maybe add a courtship system for your wife, and be able to have. Another thing I'd really like to see is you being able to marry your wife and then have kids, and then after you have kids, they can grow up. And once your kid reaches about the age of 16, it then becomes possible for you to die in battle, or become sick and die of old age. Just so that, and then your child inherits your empire. Whether you're just a bandit, then they inherit all of your soldiers, and they become their own dynasty. So you can have entire dynasties and family trees, and switch between the different characters in your family tree. I think that'd be a really neat one. And also, like I said, an aging system so you can see the physical age on you, as well as scars, battle scars. Like, I mean, I know there's a Skyrim mod for that, but I would love to see that implemented into this game. But yeah, so like the family tree thing would be really cool, and a bit more control over your generals, and I would really like to see a bit more control over your troops' armors, so you can customize any troop's armor and make your own custom army. So you have to really manage that. So like you got to watch your budget too. So because if you go over budget, well then you're not going to have any money for your army. But if you stay under budget, you know, you've got kind of breathing room there. Well, let's buy a round shield because I need that. Let's visit the tavern. You see, we could take up his quest if we wanted. We got a book merchant. A ransom broker. Here's the guy we're looking for. That's all I need to know. Thank you. Better bring your purse. I got some prisoners to sell. Nope, don't want to sell my own troops. Yeah, we'll sell all you guys, and we have more money now. Which is just perfect. So let's leave. And like in this game, you can also enter in the service of either being a mercenary or a vassal for a higher lord. And that's something that's really, really cool. And you can have a lot of fun with that, and you get your own village, and you rule over your village. And I'd like to see, once again, a bit more customization, or like a stronghold type deal, where you can enter into kind of a mode like what Total War or Stronghold would be, where you zoom out on the map for not only commanding soldiers and sending to soldiers, so you can send a patrol out, and then you can assign captains to them, and then take control of that captain if they come under attack. Where the hell am I going? But also to be able to customize where your walls are and build custom castles and fortresses, because what I like to use is I would like to use a lot of choke points, right? So really narrow choke point corridors that you can use few good men to defend, as opposed to you can use a few good men to defend against a potentially large army. So I would really love to see that. And you know, you got to build your resources based on kind of the area where, right? So you got to build your lumber houses or lumberjacks huts close to forests, so that they can reach the forest, of course. So yeah, so that'd be pretty sweet. And we'll be going over time pretty soon, so I better wrap this up. Yeah, I can continue the discussion. The next episode does not want to end this. Then I'm going to end up going over my time limit, because I'm trying to leave time so that it's kind of an under 15-minute video, and then also have time to put in my intro if I have one. Alrighty, good deal. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to end tonight's Let's Play. So if you are out there watching, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.